The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 96. You get the Nasdaq up 4. S&Ps are up 7.5. We have gold down 11.30. We have silver off 12 cents. You get the notes down 6 ticks. The bonds are down 7. The King dollar is up 124. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex product yet, come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner on the top of the side. You can hit the banner, bring up the exchange to put $25,000 of paper money into your account. You can see how these contracts trade. Great trading, number one, whether you're trading indices, commodities, currencies. We had a couple morning.
Good morning, man.
How you doing?
Good, man.
Good.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday. I know. Man, time flies, doesn't it?
It does. It was a fast week, for sure.
Now, we talk about time flying. Why don't we bring this over? Because what we had, now this market's had quite a run, folks. And on Monday, what we did is that I bought 20 contracts. The ones that were out of the money. Those S&Ps. Why don't we do those
That's
first?
what I thought. That's what I was just going to make sure, yeah.
What I had done is I bought 20 contracts at $6.63.
And it was this contract right here, the binary at 2056 for the week.
For the week.
So this is what it's trading at right now.
Right. And so today it's trading at...
and let's just go slow to recite. I think you got into that trade on Monday morning.
Yes.
The market was at about 2004.
Okay.
You're about 52 points away from the money. So it was at 2004, and it was trading at about like 2 by 7.
Right.
Just to put it, So you can see that it's moved 34 points in your direction.
Yes.
And it's actually decreased in value because 4 days have elapsed, right?
Right.
Right, for sure. But go ahead. Now go. Yeah.
Well,
now finish the story, right?
That being said, okay, depending on how long you've been listening, you know that when you're trading the option market, I like getting the bread back if you can get it back. So we had 20 contracts. Now, the run the last 4 days have been fast. So what happened yesterday is that the bid and offer on this baby, I got $14 for 10 contracts.
Yeah, so you had 20 contracts, right? So
I had 20 contracts, which only cost me $123.
About.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you were in it.
63.
Yeah, 60. That's 126.
It cost me $126. Plus the commission, which is 90 cents a contract.
Up to 10, though.
Up to 10.
So you'll have $9. So it's really 45 cents per contract when you're doing 20, right? Just going over, right? So you paid $9 extra. So what are you in for there? 135. 126 plus the 9, 135 total, right?
Right. And then I sold half of those for $140.
Right. So minus the 9 there, so 131. So you're pretty much break even.
I'm break even.
Yeah, you get your principal back, and you had 10 contracts. In which case, and you still have 10 contracts, and the market's bouncing right now. You're only 16 points away from $1,000 profit with your principal covered. I like it.
Pretty well, man.
For sure, man. Yeah. And you made a gregreat exit there too, because I was watching it. I mean, it didn't get much higher than 14.
No, I texted you. What happened, folks, is that I was texting them saying, "Okay, baby, I'm putting this thing out here."
Yeah.
Because what happens with these? This is what's important to understand too. Is that as the volatility gets, starts spiking in the market a little, they'll jump around very quickly, especially the binaries.
They will. Not as much ones that are so far out of the money, though. That's all. There's not as much. It's much more important, in my opinion, to have if you're trying to get out at where it's like 50 or something, because it's going to jump from 40 to 60 very quickly as it oscillates around that. Whereas, we talk about the delta and stuff like that. It's going to move a little bit slow because it's so far out of the money.
Oh,
so,
no doubt.
No doubt. But you had your order in there ahead of time. It was great.
Okay, so now let's go over. We're going to go over to the gold market because this morning, this is a classic, folks.
You can just minimize that if you want to.
Okay, so this is a classic inside the gold market. What we had happen when the pit opened. What does gold do? Well, gold goes right down to its strength from its, I gotta put it 3 days, its expansion on the way up, okay? And it's so crazy, man.
And this is the Wednesday Fed you're looking at.
This is the Wednesday Fed. And so if you happen to be watching Tiger TV, you're gonna see that the expansion at 2 o'clock went up to 1247.80. And what does the gold do this morning when it comes down? Bang! It goes down to 1248.40, 15 bucks down. And then if we bring up the Nadex platform again, this is where if you trade in the gold market, folks, and you're trading the futures, or you're trading oil, you know, I trade both of them in both markets, but I haven't traded oil or gold now in the futures market for, I bet, over 6 or 7 months. Because it absolutely makes zero sense because of the fact of your risk versus your reward and what you're putting up. Because in both contracts, picture both contracts, a point is worth $1,000. Okay?
A full point.
A full point.
Is it in both contracts?
Meaning oil or gold.
Okay.
Okay? Now, the difference is oil's been moving around a lot, but gold can go down $10, $20, $30. Like, you blink and it's down that much. Okay?
Can you go, maybe perfect time for a break. We need to back that up and go over that again.
Well, we'll go through one at a time.
So $1 is the same on gold versus oil? Is that what you just...
No.
Okay, then we need to clarify that because that's what you just said.
Okay. You stay right there, folks.
Gold is $100, even in the den. Those zeros, man. Those zeros are a big deal.
Okay. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. The Dow's up 114, Nasdaq's up 12, S&P's are up 950. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. You get the Dow right now up 106, Nasdaq's up 10, S&Ps are up 8.5. So we're talking about the gold and the silver, the gold and the oil contract. Okay, so if we bring this over, gold is $100 a point. And if
go say $100 a point. That doesn't mean anything. What is $100 a point? $100 per $1,000? This is where I'm asking. You said gold is $100 a point. I don't know what that.
That's right. So we're at 1253.80. So if you get 1254.80, that'd be up 100. 1252.80 would be down 100.
No, I think you're confused with zeros again. We should have taken some time probably during the break to go over. No.
No, that's what it is. On a futures contract, you have to put up $4,950.
Okay.
And every dollar is $100.
Okay. Okay.
On the futures contract. Okay. So that's in gold, right? If we go to oil, well, we'll stick with gold for a second. So let's show you what we did here and why you'd want to trade a Nadex product versus trading the actual contract. Well, that's what I like to do anyway. Okay. So when you trade the gold contract, you have to put up $4,950 for one contract. Now, 10 Nadex contracts is one full contract.
In the futures.
In the futures, right? So this morning, as that baby comes down there, can you just bring up the screen, meaning where the order was, so we can show them the risk versus the reward. So what happened, folks, is that when you're looking at some of these boxes, right, there's a 1250 to 1300. So,
and I just set it up. This is where you got in. You got in at 52.80. So you know your box goes from 1250 to 1300. You got in at 52.80. The market was probably trading at like 50 at that point.
I was paying a couple dollars,
yeah,
right?
Just to put it.
I was paying maybe $2 to $250 for that, premium. Right?
And that's because at 10 contracts, you're risking $280 with a max profit of almost $5,000, 40. $5,000 minus what you're putting up because it's 50 contracts. And that's an enormous move. But yeah, I like that trade for sure.
And the key is with gold. If you've traded gold, you know that there's no reason that gold couldn't have went down another $25.
Right.
And
for sure.
Or $10. Even $10 would have been $1,000.
Sure.
Inside the contract. And so my biggest risk is $280. And maybe I'll make a couple $100. That's all.
Yeah.
It might be more than that, but it comes back to the deal again. How much can you lose?
Right.
For me, that's what it comes back
sure.
to. Do you know what I mean?
What we have to consider in this, though, is that $280 that you paid was probably almost all premium, as in
it was.
Yeah, just
so
the risk there is that the market expires where it is, and you lose all of that, as opposed to if you're in the futures, you'd lose nothing. That's the balance.
No, there's no doubt. Yeah. No, it was definitely all premium. Yeah. Let's go to Tom in Plymouth. Hey, Tom, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, Tom and Tommy. You
morning,
guys still
Tom.
green? No?
Hey, I heard it's going to snow up there.
Yeah, maybe on Sunday night.
Oh, good. It's Sunday night. I was worried about the St. Patrick's Day parade in South Boston. That'd be a bummer.
No, just bring your coat.
That's good. So, silver. You going to look at silver?
Yeah, I'm looking for an entry point in the USLV, maybe.
I just wait till next week, man. Because it had the run. So let's take a look at it.
Yeah.
Get the velocity shares. It's the 3 times long ETN. This baby had a nice pop yesterday. Comes into a swing point. You got as high as 14.55. You had closed the day before at 13.52. There's no reason to buy it today at all. The risk value over the weekend's just not there. Do you know what I mean? This wants to go a lot higher, but I wouldn't be buying it here just for the weekend.
Yep. Okay. That sounds great.
Yeah. Silver, the way silver is trading, it looks like silver, wants to get up to that $17 level. You know, because if we look at this contract, what you're going to see is that you got, this is a continuous contract I'm putting up right now. Let me see. And, you know, you can make the case that it broke that whole trend line. Well, that's actually $18.40 going all the way to January 2015. You know, it broke it with conviction. It broke it, failed, come back underneath it, and then, you know, this week, that's a powerful move this week, man.
All right. Well, I want to thank you yesterday for keeping me in that UWTI. I'll probably get out today, but we'll just move my stop up a little more.
Yeah, that had to be a beauty. Yeah, that was sweet. Look at that. And that oil market, it's amazing, man. I mean, the baby, it seems like when it was at $27, $30, it didn't want to move anywhere, and you blink an eye and it's at 40.
It's dangerous.
It is dangerous. Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Take care, Tom.
You too. Thanks a lot.
You know, if we go back to the S&P trade, right, at the beginning of the week, so that trade was so far out of the money at $6. That's saying that it's only a 6% chance that it would get there, right?
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah, right. I think next time I'd do something but just a little bit higher.
Yeah, you could do that. And that's what I was saying when you were like, you know, I put my order in at 14 because it's so fast. It's kind of not at that point. You know, that's you have some time. It's not moving more than a quarter at a point because, you know, I mean, you're at 6. There's 52 points when you initiated that until expiration, you know, until your break-even price.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's got to move 52 points just to get to break even. So you can see that for every S&P point, practically, it's going to move barely $1 on that binary.
Right.
It's just, you know, it's going to be slow. Yeah. So you'll get faster movement the closer you are to the strike price, right? I mean, that's where...
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And next week, folks, we're going to have a guy on that we've met him a few times, Butch, that trades the 20-minute binaries. And
Yeah.
we've been watching it this week, so we're gonna get him on, and he can walk us through how he does these because it's pretty intriguing, actually.
Yeah.
And it just he's looking as we seem. Yeah, we're looking at most of the time he's buying them at 80 cents, 85 cents.
Yeah, he's making, you know, high probability trades.
Right.
And he's using stops, so he's not just risking that full 80. But of course, you know, there's high risk and low reward with those types of trades when they're high probability.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No doubt. The broad market. It looks like the way that this market is set up right now, too. By the way, is that it looks so. Picture 2087 is the ABC structure on the way up on the cash S&P. We're at 2049, and the way I'm looking at this, you know, it continues higher. It could be window dressing when it tops the whole thing off, because window dressing is going to be the end of next week.
Okay.
You know, you get the end of next week. We're closed Good Friday. Is that next week too? It might be.
Yeah, it is. Good Friday is Good Friday right before Easter Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the Friday before Easter Sunday.
Are we closed on that day?
Yeah. Well, the market is. Maybe it's 2 weeks from then.
Okay.
I'll get my phone. It's the last Friday in.
We'll look at it.
April. In May.
Or in March.
No, in March.
If you're looking to discover a new financial resource and diversify your financial portfolio, consider the new Market Safe Commodity Solution CD from Everbank. This 5-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 8 equally weighted commodities, including WTI crude oil, gold, silver, copper, nickel, soybeans, corn, and sugar, in one powerful CD. With annual pricing caps of 70% per component, you could earn up to 70% upside payment at maturity if the commodities increase in value across annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this indexed CD. Don't miss out. Take advantage of this financial resource designed to grow with the times. The April 14th funding deadline is quickly approaching, so hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow up 89, Nasdaq's up 7, S&Ps are up 7.5. Let me just go over here. I just saw.
And just to finish our conversation, though, right? We're closed a week from today for Good Friday.
Yes.
Then Easter's a week from Sunday.
Right. Comes quick, man.
It does.
Seriously, man.
Easter's real early. It's in March this year.
Yeah. So let's see. What I'm going to do, I want to see something here because what happened is that I just saw something come across the tape. And there it is, 229, latest change. Really, it doesn't say. So what I was going to talk about, folks, is that BlackRock, what had happened is this, is that inside the gold market, BlackRock, IAU, not IAG. Okay, so IAU is the iShares Gold Trust. Now, this is a ETF sponsored by BlackRock. And what happened is that the expansion inside the gold market actually went so quick that the management of BlackRock dropped the ball. And what happened is that they didn't have any shares in order to sell to the public.
I remember you talking about this. Now, this is going back a few weeks ago, though.
It is. It is. But they sold them anyway. So we'll see in the next few months. There'll be a fine associated with this, okay? Because what happens is that, you know, the bottom line is that they issued the shares, and that's like issuing something you don't have, okay? But what I just saw come across what they did do, they're so big. This is what ends up happening. If that was someone that was just starting in the business, that could have been a huge problem. Because if they didn't have enough money, you know,
regulatory-wise.
Yeah, what they did is that they went and they bought more GLD. That's what came across the tape down at the bottom, which totally makes sense because they just need to keep that net asset value going. So that's going to be a little scandal too.
Sure.
That instead of, and you can see, it doesn't say here, 229. It doesn't say latest. See, 12. They own 12% of the GLD, but I'm sure that in some of their own funds they have that too. Let me see if I can find it again. Here it is right here. BlackRock increases stake in GLD and not its own ETF IAU. So I suspect what that's all about, though, has to do with BlackRock's managers taking a shine to the gold, but surprisingly investing in a competitor's ETF and not its own. I think what that has to do with, though, this story here is on Kitco, and it's about what I just said. I suspect what really happened there is that was a way that they could leverage out and didn't have to worry about, someone figured out how many shares of GLD do I buy to replace IAU, which would make sense. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that they don't lose on money value if it goes up or down. They're trading that out. Yep. It's pretty intense, though, that BlackRock is the one that didn't file.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be all over the ball when it came to just simple regulatory type procedural filings, right? Somebody dropped the ball there. I mean, they obviously have the money and the capital to do whatever they needed to do, and somebody just didn't do the right thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go take a look at that. Yeah, see, the dollar's giving it up again. That dollar, 0.94, that's all it's up. Andy Heck made a great point yesterday when I was interviewing him. He was saying that with the Fed not going up and then going from 4 rate hikes to 2 is really a rate reduction. It really is, even though
sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
And that's
we always talk about whatever oil comes out, natural gas comes out. It's like the actual number, which would be in the Fed's term yesterday, like are they raising yesterday or not?
Right.
That's one part of it, but it's always like what's the future demand expectation? What's the all of that stuff shapes into. For sure, and yeah, they for their guidance, right? That's their guidance. Just like earnings have guidance, right?
Right.
You often see earnings, they come out, they can crush their number, but guess what? They guide down, and that's all the market really cares about because that's a bigger deal.
It is.
Yeah.
No, there's no doubt. What's going to happen with I guess you're in that generation that have never seen rates go up, but imagine someone that's even like 22 or 23 now.
Yeah, right. In theory, if the rates are going up, though, the economy's doing well. So in theory, you have a reliable job, you have some wage growth.
Right. No, I agree.
So that's all that comes with it.
Because it's what does happen, and this is where they, many people say that the middle class has got gutted. Sometimes I feel like I've really had more money when I was making $125 a week in 1964, 65, let's say 66. No, I'm serious.
It's an anecdotal type.
Well, I guess cars.
What were your bills at that time? Just to say, we can pull up what that is dollar terms right now, so that
we should do that. Yeah.
But you're making more right now. Trust me. I'm just.
Yeah. No, I know.
I know. It's no matter what you feel like. There's a lot that goes into that feeling.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah. There's no doubt.
125. Okay.
Oh, cars. A Chevy. Let's say Chevy Impala was only $3,000. Harley Davidson was $1,800. A Sportster.
Sure.
Everything's relative, I guess.
Yeah, that's right, for sure.
I'm glad I'm not making $125 anymore.
That was kind of exactly. It's like.
There's no doubt about that, man. So let's go over and take a look at let's go look at the Great Panther. Some of these gold and silver stocks, folks. Great Panther took off topside again yesterday. These runs have been like wild, and in the afternoon show, I was getting worried because we were getting so many gold and silver calls. But the cool thing was that the calls were really people that were moving them out because they were getting nervous. Versus,
sure,
buy.
Yeah, I want to buy it now.
Because that's what does happen. There's no doubt, folks, is that when the calls get piled up and they're too much on one side, that's the top. Well, it doesn't have to be the top, but it's a correction is right around the corner. If we pull this Great Panther up and you put it on a monthly, bottom line is it's coming off the lows, got volume. I think we got 116 into it. That's where it looks like it's going to test. This is going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out because all these equities had got so killed
Yeah.
I mean, they can actually do something.
Yeah.
Franco-Nevada, FNV, this is the leader. This baby just goes topside, all of the above. And, okay, so even this month, look at this. So last month it had the volume extraordinaire. This month it's still staying over that 6160 of the ABC up, and it has the volume again. And the month's not even over. Their business plan is amazing. So check out, I think this is the first company that figured out the business plan as to buying streams of income off the gross number, not a net number in the mining business.
Sure.
So what they did, folks, is that there's only 26 employees, and it's really like a bank for miners. But what they do, and yeah, look at this, 2016 they plan on taking in $542 million as a stream. Now what happens, when I first started the gold report, I really looked into the stream
Just before you can see right in the bottom right, you have oil royalty, the royalties right there. So,
right.
Yeah, most of it's gold with oil,
gold,
gas,
405
nickel.
million,
It's all royalties, right?
Oil, 28 million, and nickel, 10.
Yeah.
And that's off the gross price, which is so cool.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are up 91. Nasdaq's up 11. S&Ps are up 8.5. We'll get right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
welcome back, folks. And if we go over to this gold trade, we take a look at this gold trade. Let's put this up here. Okay, so right now, and this is important to understand too. So the juice or the premiums, will stay inside here for a bit. I mean, and in the gold contract, you're talking about 130 it closes. So
there's not much premium in here right now, though, even as is.
Oh, there's not? Yeah.
We're looking at
53
70 cents maybe.
Oh, which is cool. All right. Interesting, right?
We only have, it's almost 11 o'clock. You only have 2.5 hours until expiration.
Okay.
Yeah, there's.
Right.
And that's why you're not paying much premium for to spin it around and pretend like we're buying it again. Right.
But if I sold it right now, if I sold it right now, this is where this gets interesting, isn't it? What is the...
What are you trying to figure out?
Well, what happens is that...
I mean, just so you got in it at 52.80.
Yeah.
You could get out of it right now if you wanted to at 3.70. You can make 90 cents per
Okay, so
contract.
$90. Right. Now looking
for 10 contracts. Yes.
Yeah, for 10 contracts. So looking at the dollar, the dollar index is pulling back slightly. So I'm going to hold this for a little bit longer.
Just to put that back. So what would you? Because it's $1 per 10 cents. Is that what it is? I think it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. $1 per 10 cents.
Right.
So $10 per point.
Right.
So per 10 contracts. Sure.
So if we just pull up just for a second, I'm going to pull up the dollar index. You can see this dollar index is sliding off a bit, and the correlation, no doubt, inside gold is still, lower dollar, higher gold. So you can see the index itself. And what happens, folks, is that in the foreign currency market, you can't get volumes, or if you're dealing with just foreign currency and you're on platforms, that volume you're getting is just on that platform.
Okay.
Versus, that's why I like to look at the dollar index, because this is...
Are you talking about pairs too?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, the pairs are just on that contract, on that platform. So that's why I look at the dollar index. Now, the dollar index, of course, has a lot of different other currencies in it. But on this bar, you can see what happened here. This is really traded. At 10:30, someone just sold into it. So I get a little volume. So that would stop me from, saying, okay, I'll leave it on a little bit more.
Yeah, you're not going to close out your gold trade because you think that may pop a little bit.
That's right. Yeah. Because what does happen on Fridays is that when I was buying that, I was looking for that not only to reject it, but to move faster than it has right now. So it's like, okay, I'll take $100 instead of losing money.
Sure.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, because it doesn't mean, it hasn't rejected it yet. Well, it's rejected it, but yet you don't have any buyers either,
Sure.
That's not a bad trade if you're day trading it.
No, it's not. I mean, my hesitation is just that if it doesn't move, you're going to get that anyway right now. Just to put it...
Oh, yeah, no, I know that.
Okay.
I know that. But on the other side of that is
could
that...
drop down a few bucks.
All this has to do is drop down $2 and I lose $100.
Right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, it's a Friday, man. Take the $100 and see you later.
Sure.
Always another trade.
If it
Next
doesn't
Monday,
go with your plan,
we'll be back to Monday.
That's right, for sure.
And yeah.
No, like you said, if it doesn't do what you expected, right? Then consider other options because it's not going as planned.
Exactly.
Right? For sure.
Exactly. The cool thing is understanding though that on if you go in the futures, well, guess what? That you can day trade using these vehicles too.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? You don't have to basically go in the futures just to get that spread. And I guess the kicker is that the kicker is that what is the spread on it, meaning the premium, and then as you're coming into the close, where's the vehicle? And
the underlying you're talking about. Right?
Yeah, where's the underlying? Yeah. Exactly. We take a look at inside the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness. The weakness out here inside the NDX is that you have Net T's is down at 463, Amazon's down 1094, Regeneron is down 636, and Alexa Pharmaceutical is down 2. 14. The strength is Western Digital up 259. Adobe's up 4. Look at that, 459. Got some juice in it. Seagate's up 155, and C-Trip is up 155. Inside the Dow Industrials, what we have, JP Morgan, it's up 197. Let's look at that. Why are the banks getting a... Look at that. What's going on with the banks? This is intriguing. Expanding share buybacks.
There you go.
Okay. Because that was unusual. Because the banks have got killed on this INDU.
Yeah.
This interest rate deal. Goldman Sachs is up 412. Boeing is up 296, and American Express is up 124. American Express, man, they're gonna figure out another way to have people want American Express cards or something, right?
I don't know. Why do you say that?
It's everyone else is eating into their business. I mean, they used to just be the premier deal, and you can see, the chart's not that bad. I mean, it's trading where it was trading in 2007, but
what did when you say they used to be the premier deal, what was the difference then? I've never understood actually why.
Well, I guess
you see what I mean?
There were less credit cards, and what happened is that American Express was the first one to have no credit limit on the credit cards. That's what they were famous for.
That's going way back though. Just so I've had an American Express for like over 10 years. It's just been like any other credit card you've ever had. I have a limit.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's definitely hit their numbers, because that's what's happening is like there's so many other credit cards right now that I think people put limits on them. So in case someone else gets your credit card, it's not over 10,000, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand that. I just think that the American Express you're thinking about is going back much longer than you actually realize, because
yeah, it probably is.
I would be surprised to find out how many percentage-wise of their credit cards don't have limits. I would guess it's like 1% or something tiny, because they have a normal credit card system with limits. I mean, you're thinking of like an Amex Black. You're thinking of something very, very... either from the beginning of their existence.
It was the beginning. It wasn't the black. The black's a whole different animal, right? The black is, I guess, when they started the blue, and they probably started that blue that long ago.
You're going back like 25 years, I think. Just to put it, that's, it's like, yeah, so.
I know, sad.
And then you're looking at the chart for like the last 6 months.
Oh my God.
Those things don't.
Well, it finally hit. It finally hit the chart.
That's one man's opinion, sure. That's what makes a market. There you go.
Oh man,
I just don't. Yeah.
No, listen. I know what you're saying, man.
Yeah.
No, I do. I do. There's no doubt. Because it is that whacked out when you actually think about it. But that's the perception. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now. Let's see. Dow right now is up 87, Nasdaq's up 11.5, S&Ps are up 7.5. We have gold down 11, silver's up 14 cents. The notes, the 10-year is up 11 ticks, 30 is up 21, and King Dollar is up 64 ticks. We're going to be right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome, folks, and folks, don't forget, no matter where you're listening right now, you get us right on your cell phone, TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Live programming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 in the morning to 5 at night, Tuesday, Thursday, 7 in the morning to 6 at night. Let's go to Jim in Minneapolis. Hey, Jim, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Are you still in sunny Florida?
No, I had to come back. Up to actually when I got back to Minneapolis, it was 71 degrees here when I got back, and now it's back to normal, 35. But,
a couple more months, you'll be all right.
Yeah. But sounds like it was pretty foggy around there. They closed the Sunshine Bridge.
They did. Last 2 days. Right.
And my mother's still down on Anna Marie Island, but it's that place is just insane. I just love that place.
Yeah, that place is gorgeous. There's no doubt. That water is incredible. Right.
But just a throwback, there's the only big commercial thing on the island is Publix grocery. Otherwise, it's all mom and pop. And
how cool is that, right? Yeah.
Love it. But I'm looking at this Polaris, Tom.
Let's take a look. So you got Polaris Industries. This is the snowmobile maker. Motorcycles. The low is a 67. The high is 156.
I talked about it before. I ended up buying some around 75, but I was just wondering.
Nice, man. I can see that. You're probably getting ready to get rid of it, maybe.
Yeah, I got an itchy finger today.
Well, when you have that 104, I mean, that's where this thing, that's where it's going to hit us 104.10. I mean, that's kind of vicious. This is a one-way trip on the way down, too. What's cool about something like this is that even, you got, the bounce. And what's cool, folks, is that, even stocks that will continue down, they're going to bounce, man. And this thing went down. Oh, look, it's right at the 382, too. That's amazing, man. That blows my... So, Jim, 101.62, $101.62 is the 0.382 from the whole leg down. That's so weird, man.
Yeah, this thing. I sent you a video. They make something called the slingshot. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Okay.
It's kind of a three-wheeled, almost looks like a Batmobile.
Oh.
Pretty insane.
I've seen a lot of them down here in Florida.
Yeah, they're insane. They're just great little vehicle.
They're really beautiful machines. No, I know.
They're fast.
Yeah.
I mean, I sent you a video one. You'll like this guy's flying all over in it, but
No, I'll take a look at it. No, I've seen quite a few of them down here, and they're probably wicked expensive, right? Because these people, they spend a fortune on these things now.
They rent them down
like,
here, too.
I think they're $20,000 to start,
Okay.
But they hop them up to, 1,000 horsepower. I mean, they're just insane.
Holy cow.
But Polaris, they make that. They make these something called the Razor. It's like almost like a little off-road dune buggy looking thing, and just amazing. I mean, back when you used to buy $20,000 for a car was a lot of money. Now these toys are $20,000.
I know. I know.
High-end toys.
Definitely high-end toys. Use them 2 or 3 times, and you start breaking that expense out. It's unbelievable, man. No doubt.
Yeah. But, all right. Well, you guys have a great weekend. Look forward to picking up next week.
Absolutely, man. Have a great one.
Right.
Have a safe one.
Thanks.
And, of course, folks, stay right there. Man, Mr. Basil Chapman's going to be coming up next with you. We have swim lessons. Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself will be back this afternoon. And, market-wise, let's go over to take a look at these S&Ps once again. ESM. So we need that oil contract to move a little bit more, but that S&P's creeping up.
You got a good shot at that 2056.
I do, man.
Yeah,
16 points.
For what you could get back right now, which is almost nothing, you definitely have a good shot.
Right.
Yeah.
And I got my cash back.
You do.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
You stay right there, folks. Basil's coming right up. Have a great weekend, safe weekend. Of course, look forward to speaking this afternoon. Thanks, Bill. Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.